Hey everybody! A little bit of a different look this time. So Liz was over visiting and I saw that there was a new trailer for Suicide Squad. Sorry, The Suicide Squad. That's how you know it's the new one. They put "the" in the front of it. Forget that other one. This is The Suicide. So there was a new trailer. I thought, well, I'd do a reaction, except I've been reacting to the other trailers this has had so far, so I'm like, I wasn't sure how much there was going to be added to it, but then I asked Liz if she would join me, because she hasn't been on the channel in a while, and we're not with the usual background, because it would have been too much of a pain in the butt to set up. So we're going to give this a look, and then give our thoughts.
Robert Dubois is in prison for putting Superman in the ICU with a kryptonite bullet.
I'm not joining your Suicide Squad.
We'll see.
Always the right reaction.
My court date is coming up. And Miss Waller said maybe you could help me out.
Stretch it in my door!
Stand down.
Miss Waller, I don't...
Stand down!
That's a face-off I'm here for.
I wouldn't take such extreme measures if this mission weren't more important than you could possibly imagine.
That better be true, because it wasn't really true last time.
Oh my gosh, the Enchantress.
It's okay, I'm not okay. Each member is chosen for his or her own completely unique set of abilities. I need to feel the raindrops.
Yes. Big start.
Hey guys, sorry I'm late. Had to go number 2.
Good to know.
Always sharing.
A dog? What kind of dog do you think it is, mate?
I'm gonna go with Afghan Hound.
Oh my god, it's a werewolf?
Yo, it's not into a werewolf! Yo, let me know! Hey, he's not a werewolf, okay? He's a weasel. He's harmless. I mean, he's not harmless. He's killed 27 children, but, you know.
It's the weirdest looking mass murderer.
Is to destroy every trace of something known only as Project Starfish. Any questions?
Starfish is a slang term for a butthole. Think there's any connection?
No.
Like in a college hall.
Let's get it. This is suicide. Well, that's kind of our thing. I'm a superhero!
That's my dad.
I'm gonna get you out of real life.
I'm going to get you out of here alive.
Ratatouille, what do you got?
Bird.
Now it. Stay off the comp.
So, I don't know how many of these that you've watched up to this point.
I think I saw one previous, and this is the third or something?
This is the second full trailer. There was a teaser, and then there was the first full trailer, then there's this, because we distinguish between teasers and trailers for some reason. I don't know. But, yeah, so what'd you think?
It looks like fun and weirdness and a whole lot of weirdness, and I'm all for it. I mean, I already enjoy Harley, so that's always good. Margot Robbie's great. I loved Birds of Prey, but this new group looks like a lot of fun too.
That's a motley crew that they've got going. I loved how colorful it looked.
Yeah.
Because that last one was like, it was so dreary, and it just looked dark. Because like you can be dark material wise, but then there's a dark visual palette, which can work, but more often than not, I would prefer something with some color in it. Yeah. I'm not going to say a dark color palette never works, but it's overused, I think.
Especially in superhero stuff, when they're trying to be gritty and, like, emotional and...
Yeah.
So.
We're going to have that when The Batman comes out, I have no doubt.
Oh, gosh, yes.
Speaking of the movies. But, like, I also like the fact that I have no doubt a bunch of these people are gonna die. Because there's way too many of them for them all.
Yeah, I don't recognize most of them, so...
There's way too many for them all to survive. So there's absolutely no way that's happening. But because that was one of the many stupid things about Suicide Squad. They only killed, well, if you want to count Enchantress, because she was part of the squad, but she was just the villain. But they really only killed one member, and it was super obvious that they were going to do it because he was the only one who didn't get an intro card.
I did not realize that. I think they'll probably pick off a few more with this one and hopefully save some, so yes.
Oh, I'm sure they'll save some. The easy bet for me, Nathan Fillion's character is totally going to bite it. Because that's just kind of his and James Gunn's sense of humor. They like doing that kind of nonsense. So there's no way he's going to make it.
Harley will make it.
Harley will make it. Idris Elba will probably make it because it looks like they've gotten... and he's playing... Oh, God. Trying to remember the character's name. Because he's not... is it Bloodsport? Maybe? It's not... Well, originally they were going to recast him and have him be Deadshot, which was who... Will Smith played. But then they realized, like, there's no real reason why it needs to be... Let's just do a different character.
There's plenty of...
Because, there's allowed to be more than one black character. They don't have to share. Crazy thought.
And I mean, it's Suicide Squad, so there's lots of fun people to draw upon in general. So
I'm pretty sure all the returners will make it. So that's Captain Boomerang, Harley Quinn... looks like Rick Flag's actually having fun, which is good.
I know.
He was so boring. He was so boring. Oh, you know what? I forgot Diablo died last time, but that was a heroic sacrifice. That's not the same as like just losing people on mission, in my mind.
Okay. If you say so.
Well, like
I'm just excited for King Shark.
I know. Did I tell you who's voicing him?
It's Sylvester Stallone.
I know.
Yes, that's right. I actually know him from Flash and everything and all those, and like he's cheesy fun on that. So I enjoy him.
He's become oddly prolific because he's on the Harley Quinn animated series as well. He's part of Harley's crew.
Because it's just so ridiculous and fun. I mean, how could you not want him?
He's the tech guy on Harley's crew.
Why not?
Yeah, because why not? I bet you the Polka Dot Man lives because in other trailers, he seems like the one who's most prepared just to die on mission. So I bet he'll live and be annoyed at the fact that he didn't die.
I know. I was like, I like that they showed him in the polka dots.
Yep.
There's your color for you.
And yeah, like we're literally going to throw the color at the screen. That's how much we mean it this time. Oh, whoever the heck Pete Davidson is playing, he's going to die.
I'm not a big fan of him.
I'm not really either. Like, I know I have a lot of friends, like, we even have a lot of friends who, like, seem to like him to some degree or not, but, like...
They have fallen in my head.
I have never understood his appeal. I just kind of look at him like, yeah. But if you want to have him be somebody disposable, like, okay, yeah, no, that works. Yeah. Weasel, depends on how cute they try and make him, I suppose.
He did not look that cute in the trailer.
He is being motion captured by Sean Gunn, who is James Gunn's brother, who also does the motion capture for Rocket Raccoon and played the sort of second in command to Yondu in the second one.
Oh, okay, yep. Oh, nice. I liked him.
Yeah, he just has an odd presence, and I mean that in a good way.
Yes, I need a moment of silence though for Yondu because.
I'm Mary Poppins, y'all. Yes, Yondu, we are all Mary Poppins.
We're with you, Yondu.
I'm trying to think if there's anything...
Well, the fact that James Gunn is in control of the ship, it makes me, like, on board already. I'm like, yep, this is what we needed.
See, like, that normally would have made me more paranoid because DC has kind of flipped back and forth on how much freedom they've given their directors. that we've had some cases, like with, honestly, Batman v Superman, where they gave the director they gave him a lot of directives, probably, in terms of what to include, but they let him hang himself on that, but then they put a whole crap ton of restrictions and massive reshoots and basically took the edit away from...
Justice League?
Well, Justice League had other stuff going on, but also I was going to say the first Suicide Squad movie.
Oh, yeah.
But then they seem to have largely left the director of Birds of Prey alone. And, like, it used to be a case where you could count on Warner Brothers to basically trust who they hired and let them do whatever they were going to do with it. But that's not as safe a bet as it used to be. But I have a feeling that they would have given James Gunn maybe a few restrictions on what characters he couldn't use, just because they might have been planned for other things. But other than that, I have a feeling they just let him go nuts, if only partially as a screw you to Disney, because he made this during the time period when he was fired from Guardians of the Galaxy 3. He was immediately snatched up to do this. And he is going to do Guardians of the Galaxy 3. But I would not be shocked if part of the reason to, well, not only get him in the first place, but also be like, do whatever you want, was just as a big middle finger to Disney being stupid for a hot minute.
It happens.
Like, if you're going to let somebody go nuts, I think James Gunn's a good person to let go nuts.
Yeah, definitely.
And also, well, you also got glimpses of the villain.
Which was a giant starfish.
So,
okay. Why not?
Allow me to introduce you to Starro the Conqueror, who in the comics is an outer space starfish with mind control powers.
Those are always fun.
Who was actually the very first villain that the Justice League fought, collectively as a team. Now, there seems to be some implication in this one that maybe he's genetically created, or who knows, they might be doing some other stuff with his origins on that. But just the fact that they're bringing in the giant starfish. Because why wouldn't you?
Why not?
Yeah, everything I see on this just makes me more excited. Plus, you know, Peter Capaldi's in it, and...
I know. I thought of him when I saw him. I was like, aw, you probably have a big Hoovian grin right now.
Yeah, like, I don't know if he's gonna survive, but, like, he's playing the thinker, so he's gonna be the brainy one, and he's gonna be a sarcastic smartass, for so far as I can tell. And Peter Capaldi, really good for both those things.
Again, will already be better than the one on The Flash. So.
Oh yeah, she's now seen more of The Flash than I have. So
yeah,
I still haven't come back since season 2.
I liked what they were doing. He did fine with it. It was just, I don't know. It was not my favorite at all. I'm sure Capaldi, and I like Capaldi, so. I'm on board. So.
Very cool. So I guess that's about it. Thank you for being back on camera for the first time in who knows how
and
long.
We've got our little magic sheet rush.
Hey, I didn't even realize that.
Yeah.
God, I don't think you've been on the channel since you destroyed Hamilton with feminism.
Oh, that was a good time.
That was fun. There's a link over there for anyone who missed that and wants to see that, because, yeah. Well done.
I will always come back to destroy something with feminism.
And that's not a threat, folks. That's a promise. So, thanks, everybody, for tuning in. There is a link to my Patreon in the description if you want to support me that way. But even if you aren't able to do that, what are your thoughts on this trailer or anything that we have said? Share them down in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. All that helps out, but no pressure. We take a relaxed attitude around here, so just come on back next time you need a break.